There is nothing, and I repeat, nothing, that if you are bored and all you have to use is your phone, and you don't really feel like playing some of those lame as hell, app games like Fruit Ninja or Angry Bird, and you don't want to kill your battery using 4G or 3G to surf the internet, and you're not feeling a movie, you know what comes in handy? I'll tell you what comes in handy. Game Boy Advance Emulator, Fire Emblem, Golden Sun, Legacy of Goku 2, Boost Fury. Win. Props up to the people who made the Game Boy Advance Emulator on the Droid, because literally I am never bored now on my phone. Like, if I could fall in love with a phone, I would fall in love with a phone, because being able to revisit the classic games from the Game Boy Advance days, it's such a wonderful feeling. And of course, Legacy of motherfucking Goku 2, arguably the best Dragon Ball Z game in existence. It's an awesome feeling. Hey guys, what's up? NGS back again for a video on this beautiful, glorious day, September the 3rd. My God, it's such a lovely day out today. The weather is perfect, not too hot, there's a nice breeze rolling in. How are your lives doing today? Because mine is going perfect so far. I mean, school's going good. After work, I'm gonna take my girl out. Being able to play Deus Ex Human Revolution, such a lovely thing. And going to Comic-Con next month. I mean, life is just so good right now. And did I forget to mention that I found my green arm? I found it. I finally found it. You know where it was? It was on the original Dragon Ball Z dub. Raditz had disintegrated it, so I had to pick up the pieces and put it back together. Only a couple of you in the room will actually recognize that joke. Original Dragon Ball Z dub. But what I wanted to talk about in this video was, it's more of a continuation to the vlog that I did, in addition to a new video entirely where I'm going to talk about something else. But after I did that vlog, vlog 88, which if you haven't seen, an annotation will appear on the video, there was a lot of information regarding One Piece Kaizoku Musou, One Piece Pirate Warriors for the PS3 that I didn't really cover, because when I recorded the video, it was really early the day it was announced. Like, it was right before I went to college. So I didn't get a chance to upload it at that time because I had to edit it, and then after college it was straight to work like that, and by the time I got home, it was like 10, I chilled on Skype for a while, and then I uploaded around midnight or so. So some of the information was quote-unquote dated, and then a lot of people were correcting me in the comments. Thankfully I did leave an annotation, because there was some new bits of information released on One Piece Kaizoku Musou, and one of the biggest things is the first scan for the game, which really more or less confirms the game. I expect to hear a lot more information released on One Piece Kaizoku Musou in the next coming weeks at the Tokyo Game Show. So tune in to your local gaming live streaming websites, where they're probably going to do recaps of it, and then we'll hear a lot more information on the game. Now, I wanted to address some things that I didn't address in the video regarding platform and what kind of style the game is going to be. Well, as far as platform is concerned, you guys, as of today, it is still a PS3 exclusive. And really, I think it is just going to remain a PS3 exclusive, you guys, because really, a lot of Japanese developers, I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying a good chunk of them, they haven't jumped shift onto the Xbox 360. They're still in the days of the PlayStation and Nintendo. That's why a lot of Japanese games are on those consoles. There are some developers who have jumped, like Square Enix, and some of CyberConnect 2's games have appeared on the Xbox 360. I think only one, now two with Asura's Wrath. But it's just, there's a transition, because the 360 isn't as popular in Japan as it is in North America. That's where it's generally getting most of its sales. Whereas in Japan, Microsoft just said, hey guys, we got a console out here, and they're just like, is there a possibility they might do an Xbox port of the game like they did for Final Fantasy 13, where in Japan it's a PS3 exclusive and outside of there it could be Xbox PS3? There's a possibility, but no, you guys, no. As far as localization is concerned, again, it's another sketchy subject, because, like I said, One Piece isn't that popular in North America due to what happened with 4Kids and a car just went by. So really, we don't know if the game is going to be localized. Hopefully our good buddies at NIS America will step forward with this game like they did with Bleach Soul Resurrection and localize the game to the States. I'm really hoping they do, because they do a damn good job at localization. They save a lot of gamers some cash and they make us happy. So make sure to look out for that. And as far as gameplay styles, well, I think the general consensus about the game, how it's going to play, probably going to be another Dynasty Warriors clone, like, you know, everyone's played Dynasty Warriors right now. Something like Bleach Soul Resurrection, a gameplay style similar to that, which to me, it doesn't bother me too much. You know, I would have preferred something more along the lines of an open world RPG game where you would be sailing on the ships and then you'd be going to like whatever you have to do in One Piece at that time arc. Like I said, I'm going by the English dub standards, so I don't really know. I'm like at episode 200 something, so I can't really tell you anything. I do know of some things that happen, like Luffy's transformations, you know, Sanji, Usopp leaving the crew for a while. I know about stuff like that. But just the whole arcs I don't really know about, so don't come to me and ask me that. So there is a possibility it's going to be like a hack and slash, you know, where you're beating up tons and tons of enemies. Hack and slash I don't really think would be too much of a problem because you're not really going to be using swords. I think it's just going to be like, Luffy, you're going to be punching your way through hundreds of enemies. Which, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm not saying it's a good thing, you know. One Piece does seem more suited towards a Dynasty Warriors style, but at the same time, kind of getting tired of playing those kind of games. I mean, we have the games that already use Dynasty Warrior styles, like Dynasty Warriors, then there's Dynasty Warrior Gundam, then we have like a track record of anime games that do it, and then it's like, is everything trying to go towards that style now? It's just, oh man, I can't formulate something, I really can't. Next subject. So regarding Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi, this game has gotten, you know, mixed reactions from the fan base. You know, a lot of people really don't like how it's going to be another rehashed DBZ game, while others are praising it because they just do love the DBZ games. For the majority of the time, I was sort of in the middle on it, you know. I was anticipating the game because they say they're going to put a shitload of effort into it, so I gave them, you know, some, like, okay, let me give them the BOTD this time. And that's very gracious for me, especially considering the track record of their past games, how they've kind of, you know, copped out, like with Burst Limit and Raging Blast 1. So, you know, I'm like, okay, Raging Blast 2 was a good game, so I'll give them a chance this time around. And it's always been sort of hit and miss, you know, they would announce something really cool, and then they show some gameplay that was really disappointing. One of the biggest things that was really cool about the game was a character creator mode, where you'd be able to create your own fighter, and then, you know, go on your merry way and do that. But then they started showing some actual gameplay of the game, and it kind of felt like they were going more towards quick time events, like, you know, button reactions where you have to hit it at a certain time, and doing more boss battles similar to the style of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. And really, I don't think that works in a Dragon Ball Z game, because I generally think the Budokai Tenkaichi games got the boss fights right, like when Goku was fighting Grade 8 Vegeta. You know, they had the giant background where you could fight on, and then you can just fly up and punch him. But seeing it as a boss fight where he's just standing there, where he's stationary, and he only moves like that, and only moves like that, and you have to do quick time events, it doesn't really work, honestly. It just doesn't feel right, you know? It just feels like they took the Storm thing, and then they put it on DBZ, put on some DBZ skins, and that's what they really want to go out with the game, and I personally don't like it. I mean, I think it worked in Naruto, but in Dragon Ball Z, they already had an established style where it worked great, so why go towards this quick time event? And the whole character creator thing, after they announced it, it was kind of like, you know, under the spotlight, you know, no one really talked about it, they didn't reveal any information, until now, with a brand new trailer. Again, link at the bottom of the description. Wow. That's all I just gotta say, wow. Because there was just so much negativity going around with this character creator mode saying, oh, it's going to be the most generic thing in the world. All you're going to be able to do is change the clothes or change the hairstyle. And that's all you're really going to do. It's still going to be the same fighters. Bam. Trailer. All I have to say, from what I've seen in that trailer, I am generally, I got to give it up for them. I'm excited. Because it's not the whole basic thing that you would see, because you can do a lot more than just customize your hairstyle or customize your clothes. Not only can you do that, but you can customize your fighting type, you can customize the colors of your outfits, you can customize literally like almost everything about the body, and that's just based off of what they showed in the trailer. I'm sure as the game progresses, you're going to be able to do a lot more, because that's just how it is. You know, they improve on it, they have like 2 more months left to finish the game, or like a month and a half. So we're gonna see a lot more from the game. So don't just fully judge it saying, oh, it's gonna suck, because I think it looks cool. And then they have this new thing called Hero Mode. Hero Mode, where you're gonna be able to take your fighter and then you're gonna go on this like predetermined story or something. I didn't know too much about that, but it still seems pretty cool. And you're gonna be able to take that customized fighter and fight with him online, fight with him against your friends. That's pretty cool. You can customize your supers. It's freaking awesome. How cool it would be to see a guy who's like Krillin's height turning Super Saiyan 3 and then stuff like that. I'm sure you won't be able to do something like that to that extremity, but just the possibilities that could come out of this if it's executed right make me happy as a Dragon Ball Z fan, because this is something that I've been waiting for a long time. I know it's something a lot of you guys have been, and just based off the fan service that they're putting, I think it's going to be a great game. So October 28th, 2011, mark your calendars, my friends. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. So I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm GS signing out, and like always, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Legacy of Goku 2. Droid.